Having just finished our two-part series of tracking up the Darling River, this will be our first of the Outback Queensland series, where we leave Wyandra, head up to Walgett and then up to Lightning Ridge, where we stay for a few days, and check that out. This is on the side of Wong's fish shop at Walgett. Pretty cool. Here's a bit more on the other side of Wong's fish shop. The old cottage was built in 1932 by Albert Spicer. He only lived in it for a few years, about 5 years. The Cooper's cottage built in 1916, or what's left of it. Both of these old cottages are in what I'd call the main street of Lightning Ridge. Even got the old shedder still sitting there. Would have been well used once probably, not too much now by the looks. Bit more art by John Murray. And a little bit more art by John Murray. Done quite a bit around here. Just heading out on the green car door tour. It's a self-guided tour out to a lookout. Meant to be getting some specky sunsets out here, so just heading out there to have a look. And there's another 3 of these tours around the place. There's a blue door, yellow door and red door. Call into the information centre and they'll give you all the data you need to do the tours. Shipload out here. Old shafts here everywhere. Old shanty made out of beer cans. Yeah. beer cans and beer bottles, wine bottles. We've got a half decent sunset out of here. Out these windows. Got the resident chooks. I took a time lapse of the sunset while I was out. I had the my Action Pro sitting on the roof of the car, and got a beer out the back and left the tailgate open. Of course, the tailgate obstructed the view, so couldn't use that, unfortunately. They're onto it with the building regulations here. Today we're doing the red car door tour, or part thereof. Coming up here is the old bottle house. Pretty much like the one out the sunset, made out of bottles and cans. And we'll swing around here, and this is the it's a Ridge Castle. Most remote KFC drive-through. This is Amigo's castle. This old joint here is part of the Blue Door tour. You can do some fossicking here as well if you want to, you know, peep out the back. Old jail. From Lightning Ridge we make our way across the border into Queensland, Hebel, Dirrabandy, and then head up to Bollon where we camp by the William Creek. Didn't film much here. There's a bit of a grumpy bugger out the front when we rolled up, so yeah, just a short one. So this is it for the day. We're at William Creek at Bollon in Queensland. So we come out of New South Wales into Queensland today, and this is our campsite here. So yeah, we've come from Lightning Ridge through to Hebel and Dirrabandi, and now at Bollon. So yeah, and this is us just set up for the one night. So it's not a bad little spot, a bit dusty, there's a shitload down the other end camped up, but we're down there on our lonesome at the moment, which is good. Hey Boz. Bozzy in his favourite resting spot. He hasn't been a well boy today, a bit crook, so I'm not sure what's going on there. We'll do up a bit of chicken and rice for him and have a bit of feed on that land food for a little while and see what happens. Left a good little free camp at Bollon this morning, through to Cunnamulla, quick look around there, called into Wyandra for lunch, and then finished up at Charleville. We've copped a bit of rain on our way through to Cunnamulla, as well as having to dodge a few bush chooks. The old Cunnamulla fella. Just heading along the river walk at Cunnamulla. And the boat pontoon. We could do a bit of bloody maintenance around here by the looks of the height of the grass and shit here. Bloody love grass everywhere. Haven't been that fussed with Cunnamulla. I think we'll head on to Charleville. Stopped off at this little joint for lunch. It's in between, about halfway between Cunnamulla and Charleville. Little joint called Wyandra. It's got a bit of a quirky looking post office here. We've just pulled into this parking bay area at Angela Creek, I think that's how you pronounce it, where in 2014 a road train carrying ammonium nitrate had an accident, and the ammonium nitrate mixed with the diesel of the truck and exploded. Apparently they felt it 30 odd kilometres away, and it measured 2.1 on the Richter scale. So amazingly enough, nobody was killed in the incident. So yeah, I think it's about 30 kilometres south of Charleville. You can see the old bridge over there. The bridge on the road here got fixed after the explosion, but the old rail bridge alongside never ever got replaced. This is our setup for the night. We're at the CMCA camp at Charleville. So we've come through from Bollon through to Cunnamulla. Didn't think all that much of that place, but saw the Cunnamulla fella, and then yeah, we moved on and come through to Charleville. $7 a night here. No facilities as such other than a dump point and some potable water. Pretty good little sunset. This is the Royal Flying Doctor Service Information Centre. It's got a heap of gear that they used to use, and some of the current stuff, as well as a bit of history on it and all that sort of stuff. Quite an interpretive centre. It's got videos and recordings and all that sort of gear. So yeah, it's quite informative.
No, I was bringing my wife down for confinement in a mental hospital. We reached Cunnamulla down and were moving the kettle through, and yesterday my wife became ill, and today she's much worse in the street. Can you come right away, Doctor?
If you're crook, don't call the flying doctor at the moment. We're in trouble. The pilot's got no idea.
Airborne 15 minutes. Altitude 2400. Visibility 10.
She's just hit the ground.
104.
These are a couple of the Vortex rain-making devices that we used back in about 1902, when I reckon Queensland had one of its worst droughts ever or something, to try and send gas up into the atmosphere and create rain. They were designed by Albert Steiger in 1880s and used extensively around Europe apparently. So yeah, they give it a burl here. I don't think it was very successful. We'll finish up at Charleville for our part one of our Queensland Outback series. We started off at Wyandra where we finished our Darling River run and went up to Lightning Ridge for a few days. Then we continued on up through to Cunnamulla and Charleville. Next episode we should be heading through to Tambo, Blackall and Barcaldine, etc. Hope you've enjoyed, and hopefully we'll see you next time around.